Hey everyone, this is Bobby again with my second video for today. A few hours ago I uploaded a video about I'm quoting here, shitty repair on a board that was sent to us to repair as if it was nobody's business, and whatever junk is thrown our way, as long as the customer paid on eBay, then we gotta fix it. And by the way, that's one of the main reasons why we don't take money up front at our website, so that people do not give us that shitty, again, argument in the light of the fact that the listings very clearly say that the boards that are being sent to us for a flat rate repair should not have been tampered with. But anyhow, the other board, it turned out, again, in the video that will be in our YouTube channel just before this one, the other board turned out to not have other problems. We were lucky in this case. Customer was lucky. And again, we were lucky, but I took care of those solder jobs and they weren't really hard to fix. But I know from a very solid experience that it's a risk, and it could have been other problems with that board. Anyhow, the resolution there was easy. Board was taken care of. It's on its package already tested. It will go to the customer. But it just so happens I process the next board, and the next board is a board that is returned to us for a core credit. That is, a customer bought a good working board from us and is sending theirs back to us per our terms and conditions to receive back $60. And we say your board is physically intact with no traces of tampering, repair attempts, or modifications, chemical damage. Now, the first thing that you can see if you look at that main board, even if you are inexperienced, is this flux around here. All the solder joints. To anyone in the repair business, this is instantly a sign that this board has been put through a thermal processing, whether baking or whether being professionally done on a machine. Very few can do it in a way that this would not happen, especially for old board. It is possible, but honestly, our own works on a machine do result in the same thing. Just because we want to do it faster, we can't afford literally to do it in all the proper way with a slowly down. Anyhow, a little bit closer look at the board shows this. And can you guess what that is? That is a board that was baked and was taken out of the baking, probably not on a machine, because nobody that has a good machine would do that unless it's their probably very first time. That board was taken very shortly after the baking was finished, and all the solder was still, look at that, all the solder was still liquid, or it was just touched. Sure enough, it's not working. And sure as hell, this customer is not getting $70 back, because we don't have neither the time nor the desire. Look at that. Can you see how this has detached here? We don't have the time. We don't have the will. We don't want to assume the risk of fixing each one of those individual offset, disconnected, possibly smashed, shorted on other places, smaller components. So I'm going to send that to the buyer of order 7026. I'm sorry, I don't know who screwed up that board. I'm not saying that it was you, our respected customer. It may have been somebody you gave it to. It may be, I don't know who that is. I know it wasn't us, because we're in the business of making those boards work, and if there was a time when we were doing such mistakes, that was very long ago. So you're not going any core return. That board you can get back as long as you pay us for the return shipping. You can have it back, and you can have all the fun trying to make it work, or getting it to someone else who can have all the fun trying to get it work. I don't know what's going to be on the other side. Could be worse, could be the same. I just have seen enough that this ain't gonna cut it for us. And this is the second most popular reason why people don't get working boards after a certain time, because other people screw them up trying to repair them, and they're not, repairable anymore. The other half reason is people buy boards and they don't even send those ones back. And this is how market runs out of boards. It's because of people's incompetence, or laziness or something else. But that's what it is. And again, 2 illustrations of the same day. It's one of those days, I guess, where we're getting not so many good boards. Best of luck with your repairs. And I don't know if you learned anything, but bottom line of what I'm trying to say here is if you're in this business and if you are receiving a board that somebody has worked on, you're better off just moving out. It is not worth the risk trying to do that. You don't know how many of all other small things will be there, twisted, disconnected, like this one that I showed earlier. And if you're one who is on the customer side, the conditions of the businesses that are out there, that are good businesses, are there for a good reason. Respect them. If you want to get good products, think, use your head. Don't try cheap things. If you know that you screwed up something, tell them. I honestly still say, and our papers still say, send the board back. Let us be the judge of whether it's repairable or not. This one is not going to be repaired. There are other cases, like the one with the capacitors from the previous video, where it is worth. I took a closer look. The video is still worth doing because it illustrates a point. But ultimately, it is a case-by-case decision, and sometimes that decision may be wrong for us, and many times we lean on the safe side if we have to make it. On this case, I'm going to lead easily. That's an easy decision, leaning on the safe side. It's not always like that. We still appreciate people returning those boards. It's $10, but again, that's what's keeping boards available when they are repairable, and it's worth repairing. Thank you, and best of luck.